What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So last night I got to see Oppenheimer for the first time. I saw it at like 10 o'clock at night, and it was really bad. I did not like it. I wouldn't say really bad. I would say it just was not a good movie. Did not live up to the hype for me. You had so many good actors in this movie, so many noticeable faces, and you don't really use a lot of them. And this movie was just so freaking slow. One of the biggest, like when a movie is 3 hours long, one of the biggest tells that, helps me understand if it's a good movie or not is if it truly felt like 3 hours. If a movie does not feel like 3 hours and it was 3 hours, that means it's good. It was going by fast. It was actually entertaining. But if a movie actually felt like 3 hours, that means it dragged ass. And this movie did. It felt like I was in the theater for like 6 hours. It's 80% dialogue, which I know a lot of people are gonna say, it's movies aren't all about CGI and and all this stuff. But there's a lot of movies I like that are barely any action or no action at all that I really enjoy because the stakes are good, everything's good. But this movie was just so boring, and I was not invested into any part of the story, especially after the bomb. Like at all. When they were actually, testing the bomb, I thought that part was pretty cool. The actual bomb part was cool, and but other than that, it's like before and after the bomb, and especially after the bomb, I just did not give a shit about what was happening. The stakes weren't there. We were all sitting in suspense to find out if Oppenheimer was going to get his security clearance back. I'm not even kidding you. For like 45 minutes, it was just this boardroom of people talking about if he's going to get his security clearance back. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. I don't care about if he's going to get that back. I really don't. I don't care about Louis Strauss. I don't really understand his character. I didn't really give a shit about what was happening with him. And the big reveal at the end was, you can't really have a twist in a fucking historical movie. Because it's history and people know about it. So the story wasn't really engaging at all. And then when you have a movie that's 80% dialogue, at least make it so that you can actually hear what your characters are actually saying. Like the audio in this movie, at least in the theater I was in, was so bad. Like I couldn't hear what they were saying half the time because they were either talking too quiet and everything around them was too loud, or they were talking so loud that like you couldn't make out what they were saying. And it just made me lost. Like I couldn't hear what they were even saying. So that really didn't help. But I mean, when you have a movie that's 80% dialogue, 19% Cillian Murphy just staring off into the distance, and 1% the actual bomb, I don't know. Your movie doesn't need to be 3 hours long. They could have cut an hour out of it and it would have been fine. Now, was the acting good? The acting was amazing, actually. I really, really do think the acting was amazing. It was more the story writing. It was more like just the story, I guess, that really just dragged ass for me. So, what did you guys think? I was kind of disappointed by it. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10. So that kind of means it's not a good movie. But let me know what you guys thought. And yeah.